Good evening, good afternoon, good wherever you are in the world. I'm Kalori Cuddles, and today in this video we will be swatching all of these. But first, some news. This is the first video of my new art channel. I decided recently to take my permanent YouTube channel, or my gaming YouTube channel, and I was putting makeup videos on there and art videos on there, and I realized, you know, not everybody that likes video games wants to see a makeup video, and not everyone that wants to see a makeup video wants to see a video game video, and not everyone that wants to see art wants to see video games. So I decided to break them apart. So this will be the first review video, or the first swatch video for my art channel. So I'm going to be swatching on this, but before I swatch these lovely pens, I'm going to swatch what I generally use for my pens, and we are going to see how they compare. So let's open up this wonderful piece of paper. And we're going to just start swatching. Alright, so this is, I'm probably not going to say any brands, right? So go ahead and just like write that down in history that she can't say brands, right? This is the Staedtler Triple Plus Fine Liner. All my tests, we're going to do just the regular line and then a line like this. And I'm going to write down the brand name here as I try and write and look at the same time. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, sorry my handwriting is itty bitty bitty microscope mini, but this is the one that I probably use the most. It is a Tombow pen. I cannot tell you anything else. It's a calligraphy pen. That's about all I can tell you. The rest of it is in Japanese, since it says it's made in Japan. So we're going to draw our line. Then we're going to go like this. And we're going to put on here Tombow, and I'm going to put C next to it because there are some other Tombow pens here. Don't want to get them confused. Then there is the, everyone has seen these in an art store, the, oh, let me make sure I'm saying the brand right. Pigma Micron pen. It's like, this is size 3. It's a very, very small nib, is how I do my fine details. Or little scratches or anything like that, but yeah, everyone has seen these pens somewhere, and if I not spell Micron right. Everyone's seen these. I have more of these somewhere. It's just this is the one that I use the most. I used to use this all the time. I have not used it in a while because it is drying up and I do need to get another one, but this is the Stabilo 0.88 pen, a fine 0.4. But I use this to do a lot of my line works on watercolor paper, which I don't know why, because it does smear a little bit. That's just me being, that was before I had some of these other ones. But I do still use this. I really do enjoy this one. I feel like the nib on it can take quite the abuse, because I do put quite an abuse on this pen. So that's why I enjoy it. And then lastly is a Prismacolor black marker. When I do use this, I use the nib side, so that is all that we are going to judge. I'm not going to use the wedge side, but this is how I do my thicker lines. Anything bold I need, this is what is used. Alright. So, there we go. Did any of these bleed through? None of them bled through. Amazing. And we're going to use this also to put that like that. And we are going to write on here with this Tombow that this is the base. So I am going to be judging all of these pens that I use here based off of what I use on a regular. So yeah. So my first one is, and we're going to eliminate this one. We're going to try to use just black because this one is a gray color and it doesn't show up very well. but this is the exact pin of this. It's just one is a different color than the other. So I'm going to only swatch the black. So this is the Tombow ABT pen in 25 in black. I am going to do both sides. I'm going to use the brush side and the nib side to see how they compare. So, the art store that I got these from, they did have a section where you could test them out. So I already did get to test these out, and that's why I bought these ultimately. I really do enjoy these. It's very, very smooth, very high pigment. It gets the job done. I recommend these. They don't smudge. I've already used these. I really, really, really thoroughly enjoy these. I can only recommend this. I got these for $3.20 each. It's not a bad deal considering, it's not a bad deal. My next one is Koi Coloring Brush Pen. I also got to try this in the art store before I bought it. I really do like Koi products. I use their blending brushes or their blending markers for watercolor color pencils. I really enjoyed them, so I wanted to be like, hey, let's give this a try. It is water based, it's not alcohol based, so I am curious if it can be blended with those markers. But I have already tried this. The nib is a brush nib, or I mean, it's a brush pen, but it's also a nib. It's very sturdy, but the tip is very fluid. You can move very, very well with it. I really like the color. It's very nice and saturated, nice dark pigment. It doesn't smear, it dries instantly. It's a great product. I really enjoy this. I got to try it out before I bought it, and it was great. This retailed for $2.50 each, so great deal in my opinion. Now all of these are Spectro Noir. I got them on clearance at Michael's. 3 of these are the exact same one, which is these. These are, I believe these are the brush ones. Actually, I messed that up. These are the 3 exact same. These are their brush pens. It's a thinner brush. I'm not going to swatch all 3 of them because they are the exact same size. So I'm just going to do this one. I have not tried this out yet, so I have no idea what we're about to get. So let us see. Oops, shit, I forgot to do my line. Alright, so what I can tell so far, the brush is very, very flimsy. It's great, I guess, if you're trying to paint, but if you were on it to write, as you can see, me trying to write, it's very difficult. The nib is very, very flimsy. It's not firm. It's going to be very difficult to like write with this or get a fine line with this. I feel like this would be more of a, I guess, filling in the area, I guess. It's not bad. It is a little faded. Oh, from where I wrote, there is not full pigment, and there's not full pigment here. But I did get a set of 3 of these for $2. Their normal retail price was $6.99. I'm not impressed with this. I will still use them for like something. I'm sure I can figure out something I can use them for, or I can give them to a nephew or something. But I am not impressed. Compared to the other ones, they're not at all pigmented as you would like. And then the last ones I have, they're also Spectro Noir from Michael's. These are their Micron pens, or their version of Micron pens, in 3 different sizes. So I am going to try out all the sizes. We're going to start with 08. I feel with the nib, I'm getting more pigment payoff and more control because it is a nib and not a brush. Also, but it is where I wrote, it is not the most pigmented either. It's just really pigmented here where I stroked it like this, but it's not. But it is a drastic difference from this. So the Micron pens are fine. I also got those for $2. They were on clearance, probably for a good reason. This is the 05. They're gonna get smaller as we go. Yeah, it's just the same. They dry instantly, which is good. They're just not as pigmented as like the other ones here, so probably not gonna use them all the time. And then this is the 05, which literally looks like there's nothing there because the nib is so small. Yeah, this right here would be for fine details, but there is just no color payoff at all. At all. So of all of these, I probably wouldn't use the Spectrum Noir in my everyday art. Maybe for like challenges, or if I was just, you know, bullcrap drawing something on the fly for a stream or something like that, then sure, I probably would use them. But as far as additions to my art supplies, I will be adding the koi pen and the Tombow. And just for shits and gigs, let's do the gray. It is very light. More than likely you will not see the color at all. It will have to probably be a picture on my Patreon. But I did buy it because of how light gray it is. That's honestly why I bought it. I didn't buy it because of it being like a more saturated and pigmented gray. I wanted that light colored gray, so yeah. I will have pictures of all this, and I will compare and have a written down blog of what all this is and their actual price points and where you can find them. If you're interested in that, that will be on my Patreon. The link will be down below. So please, 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 please come support my artwork, and you'll see not only artwork, you'll see blog posts, you'll see tutorials, and a lot of other stuff as well. So thanks for watching, stay cuddly, and see you guys in the next adventure.